everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia Mesadieu, your guide to help you design the best version of you by looking and feeling your best. Let's jump into what I've been eating in a day. So typically what I eat in a day would be, in the morning I will start off with some oatmeal and I will add like some berries in there. I'll add some peanut butter, a scoop of peanut butter, and then I will add some cinnamon. I've cut back on the nuts, I've cut back on the coconut flakes just because that's added fats in there. And I will have I've even cut back on the coconut oil because that's added fats in there. And depending on how hungry I am, I will have half a cup to a cup, or I will have like an egg with it. But I've been trying to save like my eggs for before I work out. So I'll also have some apples with cinnamon. So I just got back from the gym. I am super hungry. I've been snacking on little cherry tomatoes. I had 2 strawberries. Now I'm about to have my lunch. We have here is a little vegetable medley with squash, zucchini, purple cabbage, some garlic, garlic cloves that I minced up with a little bit of coconut oil, and then we have spinach, tomatoes, quinoa that was sauteed in a little bit of oil, and I think maybe some garlic and some salt. I have some Alaskan pollock fish, and it's not like my favorite, but it was on sale, so I went with that. And then that's drizzled in balsamic vinaigrette. And what I love about like the vinegars is that it adds just a little bit of flavor without too many calories. Balsamic vinaigrette is like 15 calories. Apple cider vinegar has no calories, no sodium, no nothing. And I think balsamic vinaigrette has no sodium either. No carbs. And then there's the apple cider vinaigrette on the all through up and out the quinoa and spinach. So I have 1 egg. I have I'll have to measure out that plantain. This is, the avocado is half of an avocado, probably about half a cup of spinach. I have 1/3 of a cup of quinoa, apple cider vinegar that I just used from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, get at me, bro. So today I just want to share some updates with you on my 12-week body transformation. As you guys know, I started this 12-week transformation, well, officially on YouTube, documenting the journey. I started kind of sharing my journey and documenting it on video camera April the 1st, but I have been on a weight loss journey since the beginning of the year. I picked up some weight last year. I came in at 168 pounds, and sometimes I would be I would fluctuate between like 168 pounds and like 171, give or take. And after the holidays, my body just really, I just was unhappy with the way that I looked. I wasn't really feeling that great about my appearance and the weight that I picked up. I usually sit between a steady 153 to a 160. Like when I go up to about 160 or so. Maybe between like, there's like that 10-pound gap of like 153 to 163, but I was able to kind of maintain somewhat of like a leanness for my body type. I am 5'5" and a half, and I wasn't like super lean or super in shape, but I have a consistent workout schedule, and I try to watch what I eat as much as possible, but I do have my episodes where I overeat. That's just life, I guess, and I'm still trying to discipline myself in that area, which is the reason why I'm documenting this journey, just to really keep myself accountable. And I really want to see like the progression, because a lot of the times I'll get into this mood where I'll think that I'm not progressing, and then it usually takes me having to go shopping for clothes to see that I've actually made progress, or I'll have to look at pictures that someone else took of me in order for me to see that I have progress. Well, I'm not shopping anytime soon, and I haven't been out on the town, or I haven't been anywhere where someone else has been taking pictures of me. So all I really have is myself to document, and it's really good content for my channel, and I really want to be an authority in fitness and a healthy lifestyle, along with like beauty and style. It's something that I'm becoming more and more passionate about, and so I am wanting to be an authority in this genre of lifestyle. So let's just get into how things have been going. So we are now into about the 7th week of me documenting my journey. Things started out a little, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of trial and erroring it. It was kind of like a trial and error, and it still is. I don't really think I'll be an expert on the way my body is working in respect to weight loss and burning fat for at least a year, because I'm just kind of trying out methods and formulas and things that I'm researching and things that I've heard and what's worked for me in the past, and I just want to figure out what really works for me, what system is the best system, and what has proven scientifically to work, and if I just want to figure out what works best for me. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So I have my points listed here. Okay, so I want to talk about my goals. I need some water. Give me a second. Your girl needed that. So we tracked April, we're tracking May, we got June. Okay, so by June, my ultimate goal was to have a flat stomach. And I want my waist to be a size 25. And I would like to have muscle definition. I want my arms to be toned. I want muscle definition in my stomach, and I want muscle definition in my glutes. I want to have very strong quads, and I want muscle definition in my quads. Okay, yes, so my main goals are to have a flat stomach. I would like a 26-inch waist. My camera cut off, so I have to jump back in thinking about what I said. So I want muscle definition in my glutes. I want muscle definition in my quadriceps, my thighs. Like, I want those to be nice and toned. Like, I want you to look at my thighs and say, oh my god, she does like box jumps, she does like frog leaps. Like, I want you to look at my thighs and really feel like maybe I kind of do CrossFit or something like that. Like, I want really nice toned thighs. And because my bottom part, my thighs are a little bit more dominant than my stomach, and my thighs are a bit more dominant when it comes to like my body physique. So if I could just really have those areas be snatched, then I would be very pleased. And more so than anything, I just want to be in the best shape of my life. Like, I want my health to be on point. I don't want diabetes when I get older. I don't want cancer. I don't want any of these things that would cause me to not live a long, healthy, sustainable life that is full of energy and that just makes me happy. And when I get with my husband, I just want to make love to him with a flat stomach. I mean, that's one of my biggest motivators. I've never had a flat stomach, and when I finally make love to him for the first time, I want a flat stomach, okay? I want a flat stomach. It's just something that I want. I mean, can we talk about these things here? Can we be real with one another? I want a flat stomach when I make love to my husband that first night. So here we go. I am learning a little bit more about bikini competition and competing, and it's on my bucket list to at least do 3 bikini shows. So right now I want to kind of start to build that muscle and to really shape my body so that when it comes to the prep season, it's not like I'm stressing myself out just to get to that body type that is specific or more bikini competition friendly. Like, I want to start working on my body right now, and I want to be able to go to the pool and just be so comfortable. I want to be able to be out and be comfortable. I feel like I look good, but there's room for improvement. I can just be feeling my, like, I could just be fly, like all the way fly, like entirely fly. And I feel like just getting in the best shape of my life is going to complete this whole entire flyness. So those are my goals, and I want to talk about what I've learned in this process. So when I started off, I kind of just thought that cardio was going to be the answer to my call. And I know that people talk about strength training and building muscle because I have seen success in the past with building muscle, but I've never been one of those girls that enjoyed strength training. I just did it because that was where I saw results. Like, I saw my back fat really kind of melt off when I would do muscle toning exercises. So like when I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, and I went to 24-hour fitness, I would take these classes called Body Pump, and we did a lot of overhead presses, clean and press. We did a lot of barbell work. We did a lot of squats. We did a lot of tricep work with the barbell. Like, the barbell, we were married to it basically. And so that was, and I would do that like sometimes at least once a week to twice a week. And then also I would just work with the rows. Like, I would do like the row machine, and then for my lats, and I really saw a lot of progress with that. And that's when my dress size started to come down. And then I worked with there was this guy, he was a trainer, and he was trying to get me to become one of his clients, and honestly, he wasn't in the budget at the time. So he showed me some strength exercises to do, and it was a lot of squatting and then some other things. And so I would compile all those things together, and that is when I really dropped down from, like, I could not seem to get out of the 160s for the life of me. And when I started to incorporate all of those strength training exercises, I dropped down to like 153. However, things were a little bit more tight, and and then I was able to wear a size 4. So I was a size 6 to a size 8, and then I was into a size 4. Now, the thing about that is I still was kind of like a slave to cardio, because cardio it's a little bit more easy. I know what I'm doing. I have become, I would say, a decent runner. I know what to do. But when it comes to strength training, it's like I don't really know what are the proper exercises. Am I doing it right? I feel like it takes a lot more effort to strength train, and when the lactic acid starts to build up, sometimes I can't take it anymore. I just quit. but that's one of my goals, is just to become stronger to where I can get through that burn, because that's when you're actually making changes with your body. Now, what I have learned recently is that cardio isn't going to get it. In the beginning, I was able to, okay, so I started off at 168 pounds, and I'm now kind of fluctuating between the 148 to the 153. It just depends on really what my nutrition is like and what I've been eating. So I'm kind of fluctuating in between that. And what I've learned is, during this time where I'm trying to break into the 140s and completely get out of the 150s, cardio isn't doing it anymore. I do a lot of cardio. If you guys have been watching my videos, you will see that I actually walk to the gym. The gym is 30 minutes from my house. I'm a member at Anytime Fitness, and then I will do cardio at the gym. So, because I feel like my body has become so used to me walking to the gym that doesn't even shock it anymore, because it's my mobility. It's how it's how I get to the gym. It's like my form of transportation. My legs are my form of transportation. So I feel like it's not really doing much. It's just kind of adding to like my steps for the day. So when I get to the gym, I like to kind of work up more of a sweat. So I do some cardio, and sometimes I do like 20 to 45 minutes of cardio. Now, I'm realizing that cardio isn't making me, it's just helping me maintain. It's not really helping me break into the 140s. And I'm learning that strength training is going to do that. So building more muscle, because muscle eats up fat. So I need to start building that muscle. And another thing that I have learned is my nutrition. Like, my nutrition sucked. And it still kind of is very questionable. Now, I was trying to intuitively eat, but I even think within intuitively eating, I was eating way too many calories. And I just thought to myself, this is healthy. I'm a clean eater. If this is, you know, I can eat as much fruit as I want. I can eat as much peanut butter as I want. I walk to the gym. I walk back from the gym. I do cardio at the gym, and I lift weights. Girl, I can eat this peanut butter. But 2 scoops of peanut butter, which is a serving of peanut butter, is 2 tablespoons, and that quickly turns into like 8 tablespoons to the whole jar. And I was not seeing results in my stomach. I have had a couple of binging episodes or overeating episodes, because apparently in order to be considered a binger or